couldn't afford Ratcatcher 1?
He's dead. This is his daughter.
I don't function well early in the morning.
My deepest apologies for disturbing you.
So she's nocturnal because rats are nocturnal. So that's why it's hard for her to wake up. And I love that right away we see her as soft-spoken, caring, and polite. This is Ratcatcher 2, and I think that she is the heart of the story.
I know friends.
If you did, would you eat them? Then can we be your friends? If I die because I gambled on love, it will be a worthy death. Friends.
I love her level of empathy, that even though he just tried to eat her, she felt bad for him because he didn't have any friends. And she's willing to take the risk to be able to create this new friendship for him, even though he might eat her. And I think that that strength in her level of being a super feeler, her level of empathy and care, and the ability to reach out to creatures that perhaps no one else would care about, shows her strength as a character. Super feelers are people that have high levels of empathy. They feel more deeply, more sentient about what's happening, and they can be hurt more, as well as they can feel more joy. And I believe that Ratcatcher has a lot of those beautiful, joyous moments that are in her. And I think that she softens the entire Suicide Squad in a beautiful way.
Oh, he always wants to be near you. I think he senses good in you.
Yeah.
And I think that she also senses good in him. She has this childlike innocence where she's able to see into who a person really is, even though they have that hard outer coating that keeps everyone else away from them so they don't have to care. But she has this way to be able to reach everyone and make them feel better, feel important.
They brought us trinkets to live on, and they kept us warm at nights when we would have frozen. My father's burdens became too heavy to carry. Daddy was gone.
This shows how important and what a secure foundation base is through parenting. It doesn't matter if you're rich or you're poor, what you have around you, as long as you have parents that you know, or a person that you know loves you unconditionally, cares about you, and you are important to them. That creates a foundation of trust, and I think that that's why she's so trusting. But I also think that her father dying at a young age is what has left her kind of stunted in that development of still having this childlike wonder and being able to forgive people that try to eat you and be able to look at the world through a child's eyes. I love watching the movie through her eyes. I think that it really adds a charm to the movie that wouldn't have been there with a group of hardened killers. It would have been a cold movie. She really is the heart of this film.
He loved me. I wish I could give that to you.
I'm gonna get you out of here alive.
I'm going to get you out of here alive.
It's such a beautiful, heartfelt scene. And her saying that I wish I could give you that kind of love. And he says, I'm going to get you out of here. I'm going to protect you. But she's still strong and independent. And her answer to that is not, oh, thank you so much. That's wonderful to be protected. Her answer is this independent strength of, actually, I'm going to protect you. And yeah, it makes me emotional just because I think it's so beautiful and strong. And it's like one line, but there's so much heart in it.
Have you come to save me from that madman? 30 years he's kept me here.
Tortured me.
This scene would have been completely different if she wasn't there. She helps us feel more for the things that Starro has been through and all of the people that have been tortured. Her hand on her chest the entire time, and you can see her anxiety level building as her breathing becomes shorter, shallow, rapid, and the pain in her face. And she's been on the streets, but this was a horror that even she cannot really comprehend. I think that this helps us empathize with what has happened to Starro and all of the people that have been tortured through this project.
She'll kill you, you know? I knew Sebastien sensed good in you for a reason.
I love this scene because super feelers can often see through people's shields. They can see beyond the things that people project, and often people that have been hurt through life project things that are really mean or they seem harsh to keep people away because they don't want to get hurt or they don't want to hurt others. And so they don't want to feel. But her being a super feeler, which is truly, I think, her main superpower, is she could see through all of those defenses and get to the heart of blood sport. And yes, Sebastien was right about it as well. She's holding a piece of Polka Dot Man's outfit, showing that she's always going to remember him, but also showing that the sadness of loss, that they all knew that any of them could die, but the real cost of saving the day was her losing one of her friends. But her carrying that piece with her, I believe, shows that Polka Dot Man's memory will live on with her. I just love it. I love her seeing Nanaue and running to him and giving him a really big hug, and the joy on her face of being, she lost, I'm gonna get emotional, she lost one friend, but she got back another one of her friends. That joy in her seeing him again is written all over her face, that she didn't at least lose both of them. So I have two scenes from, if you watched my King Shark video and you watched the Polka Dot Man, there were two scenes that I missed that really should have been there. So I'm adding them to the end of this video because I just feel bad that I missed them. So hopefully you will join me for that, and hopefully you like this video, which was sponsored by Skillshare. To be more successful at rat catching or anything you like, check out Thomas Frank's brand new class on productivity and creativity, where he shows you how to set up your physical and digital space to work for you, not against you, and collaborative tactics to make your life easier and projects faster. Because that's the true power of Skillshare. It isn't just one class, it's several classes. It's an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creators. Explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get lost in creativity. And it's curated specifically for learning, meaning there's no ads. And they're always launching new premium classes, so you can stay focused and follow wherever your creativity takes you. Be it illustration, design, photography, video, freelancing, fine art, and crafts, and more, with real projects to create and the support of real fellow creatives. And because you're watching this video, the first 1,000 of you to click the link in the description will get 1 month free trial of Skillshare. So just click on that link and you can start exploring your creativity today. And clicking that link really helps this channel. So thank you, and thank you, Skillshare. I missed this scene and you told me about it and I had to add it in. Here we have Abner dancing with his moms all around him, but they're dancing with him. They're not traumatizing him. They're not scowling at him. They're not attacking. That moment of joy really sets up his character for the development that he's going to do in becoming a superhero. How did I even miss this? Oh, yes, the comments, thank you. You pointed out, and I didn't even see it. Nanaue was crying. He sees his little tiny friends, and they're all lying dead around him, and you see this beautiful little tear fall from his eyes, the sadness of maybe being attacked or seeing that they're all dead all around him, and that shows his heart of learning what is friendship about and losing it at the same time. Thank you so much for sharing these scenes. I read all of the comments below. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, please subscribe, and I do appreciate all of the feedback, especially the scenes that I should have had. So if there's any Ratcatcher 2 scenes that I missed, let me know.